Hello Capricorn, and welcome to your January 2023 astrology forecast. This is for Sun, Moon and Rising Capricorn. Now your Sun sign is what motivates, inspires you to move along towards. Your Moon sign is your emotional world, and it's more private, it's also subjective. And your Rising sign has to do with your external world. Now, Happy New Year. It is January 2023 and the year does start off a bit slow. There are videos that I have done on the Mars retrograde, the Mercury retrograde, and also Jupiter, so you can look into that if you want to see those videos on this channel. But be prepared that January starts off a bit slow. And we can feel frustrated, we can feel aggravated due to the Mars retrograde and the Mercury retrograde, which is creating confusion, which also leads to conflicts. People from the past can re-enter your life. It's important to check and double check everything that we send off during that time, and also be prepared to be a lot more gentle on yourself. Now, Capricorn, Jupiter also changed signs last year towards the end of the year in December, and it went into Aries. It was in Aries earlier in 2022. Now Jupiter is in Aries and will be staying there until May of 2023 in your 4th house. This is enhancing your home life. This is where people can come into your home. This is where you might have a lot of family coming around. Jupiter is showing you these opportunities when it comes to family. Jupiter is also offering you wisdom about family and your connection to family, shifting your beliefs around that energy. And there's a lot of opportunities when it comes to your emotional well-being. It really is an opportunity with Jupiter to strengthen your emotional well-being. And the most important thing about Jupiter, it offers movement. So this is where you'll be thinking about property, where you're living. Do you want to move home? Do you want to redecorate your home? All of those things are very important when it comes to Jupiter. Where we are and where we stay is so important to how we feel. And that's what the energy is there about. On the 3rd, Venus will move into the 2nd house, and this is really good for finances and money and your skills and talents. Venus is there enhancing this. This is where people might want to give you money. This is where you might receive a lot more abundance and prosperity from others. It is your season, so that's the energy of it. On the 6th, we have a full moon opposite you in the sign of Cancer in your 7th house. And full moons are completion points. It brings things to a head, and it's also very revealing. So it's in your 7th house of relationships. So this will be very revealing about your relationships. Things can come to a point of completion in certain relationships, but that cycle is complete and we need to transform in order to move forward, or completion where it's an absolute ending. So it is changing you when it comes to your relationship world and the people that you relate to. It doesn't only have to be lovers, it can be friends. Anyone that you relate to one-on-one is where you'll be seeing that, okay, maybe I don't want to relate no more with this person, and you're moving along in that way. On the 12th, Mars will go direct in your 6th house. And Mars has been retrograde since October of last year. So you are rethinking and rewiring the way in which you work your routine, your health, mentally, emotionally, and physically, and also your work life. Now that Mars is direct, you can take action when it comes to the ideas and what you learned during that time, when it comes to your health and what's good for your health and healthy habits especially. And any improvement that you want to make to your routine will be really good, which will enhance what you are capable to do within a day and good for your work. Now on the 18th, Mercury will be going direct in this 1st house. Now Mercury was retrograde from last year, the 29th of December, in the 1st house. It was retrograde in the sign of Capricorn. Now Mercury is going direct in the sign of Capricorn. During the retrograde, you had to rethink about your sense of belief of self. This is where you could have had a lot of people come to you with misconceptions about you, saying things to you about you, and a lot of communication about you was directed at you. This could have also brought in some conflict and how you were feeling conflicted about you as who you are. You don't generally get that way, but during a Mercury retrograde, it gives us a sense of vulnerability where we're more susceptible to the perceptions of what's happening around us. It's a sensitive time. Now that Mercury's direct, this gives you a sense of belief about yourself that, like, okay, I believe in me, I know what I'm doing, I know where I want to go, and you're really thinking about you, your goals, your priorities. The Mercury retrograde could have thrown you off a bit, and maybe there was a lot of other people saying a lot of things to you about you, but during the direct period you now have this renewed sense of faith and about yourself, and you're like, okay, this is how I want to move forward when it comes to my communication. This is how I want to move forward with my goals, and this is what I'm moving forward about me. Now on the 20th, the sun will move into the second house, and on the 21st, we have a new moon in the second house. This gives you new opportunities when it comes to your finances and money. This is really good for that. Any opportunities, what do you want to do? Where do you want to send your resume to? Where do you want to enhance your skills and talents to boost your income? Who gives you support? You'll be seeing what's of value to you and what is no longer of value to you. And this can be people, this can be things that you spend your money on, and you're disregarding that, you're throwing it out like, I'm not doing it anymore, this is what I want to do now. And this will be a new and fresh start when it comes to your finances and your sense of stability. Especially on the 22nd, we have Uranus going direct in this 5th house. Now Uranus has been retrograde, and it could have been causing a lot of disruptions to this energy when it comes to your sense of enjoyment and fun. And it's been retrograde for the past couple of months. Now that it's direct, you can take action on what brings you joy. It's really good for romance. It's really good for energy of creative projects you want to work on, especially. On the 27th, we'll have Venus entering the 3rd house, and this is really good for beautifying your environment. You could be also receiving a lot of messages. You'll also be communicating where you're really speaking from the heart and sharing how you feel. And this will be good for you after the retrograde and so forth, because now you're like, I can say how I feel. And it's giving you the sense of where I feel like I need to communicate. This is what's on my mind. This is what I want to learn. It inspires you to learn. And it's really good for tying up projects. It's really good for your environment, especially where you want to shift things in your environment to make you feel motivated. Thank you so much for watching. Do like and subscribe. Wishing you a prosperous new year. And there'll be a link down below for my website and a link for appreciation of these videos.